Hi, I'm Jypsy Rose, and I'm in the music room. I spell Gypsy with J. It's a little bit different, and I'm going to play you my first song here. It's called Your Fool. I wanted you when I saw you that time. It wasn't hard at all. I needed you then. You weren't mine, and still I started to fall. I loved you when I closed my eyes, and all I could see was you. And that's when I became your fool. Oh, that's when I became your fool. And then one day you came my way. You said that you loved me too, but then you went away, nothing to say. How could you make me blue, so blue? And that's when I became your fool. Oh, that's when I became your fool. How was I to know you let me go? It seems so easy for you to leave me. And still one day I saw your face laughing with someone new, and that's when I became your fool. Yeah, that's when I became your fool. Oh, that's when I became your fool. How was I to know your fool?
Welcome to In the Music Room, Gypsy.
It's
This
nice
is
in here.
awesome.
Very nice atmosphere. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, well, we're enjoying you. The song that you just did, Your Fool. Tell us about that song.
I wrote that song when I was about 15 and didn't have an instrument, didn't know how to play it. I just knew how to pick a couple of notes on the keyboard to figure out what key it was in. And my stepdad, he played keyboard, but I could never get him to play the song for me. I could never, the communication there wasn't there. We had a vocal family band, and he played backing tracks and keyboard, and we sang, but we never learned instruments, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't learn an instrument till much later, and that's a different story. But I wrote that about a boy that I had a crush on in school, and when I first met him, he was the boyfriend of another girl, and she was my best friend.
Uh-oh.
And then he decided he liked me after pretty much, I guess, making me fall in love with him or making me have a crush on him. And then her and I stayed good friends afterwards, but then I had another best friend that was a closer best friend that had been over the years closer best friend. And we went away for the summer after he had become my boyfriend. And when we came back the first day of school, he and my best friend were happy to see me, but they were happy to see me together. And I went to go hug him, and he told me he didn't think it would be appropriate because he has something to tell me. And I ended up being in every class with him after that.
Oh, no.
And I begged the counselor, please reschedule me. Please change my schedule. So finally, after a month into school, my counselor finally changed my schedule, and I got to my new classes. And guess who was there? I was like, oh my gosh, you put me in all the same classes. He just changed his classes too. I asked him, why did you change your classes? And he said, because you seemed so sad. I was trying to get out of the class that you were in. And I was like, oh. So I went back to the counselor, and he said, I already changed you once. I can't change you again. He went back to the counselor. Counselor said the same thing. So we were doomed to be in the same class. But we were doomed to become the best of friends, because at first I held a grudge that he was with my best friend and that they swapped spit in every single class that she was in with us. And finally, I had to come to the realization that I'm not going to get out of this. So I might as well be cordial and hospitable. So we became a trio of best friends. Yeah, I did. Honestly, I was better friends with him, though, after that than I was with her. And they told me that their romance began when they were talking about me over the summer. And they began to be close. They ended up dating each other all the way through high school and getting married after high school. And were married for 3.5 years before their marriage fell apart. So, you know, there's something about that there was really something there for them. But I have stayed friends with the guy and not so much stayed with friends with the girl. She kind of hopped into a different atmosphere altogether after she was done with one atmosphere. So I guess she wasn't a great friend after all. But he and I were great friends and continue to be great friends. So
Good. You have another song called Never.
yeah, and that one was written with a guy that I had in my first band called Bradley Ray, and he got the idea from his sister-in-law and started writing on it. And then when he brought it to the band, then we finished it out and finished writing on it, and pretty much the whole band finished writing the song. So I'm one of the writers on the song, but not completely the writer on the song. Okay. There's other writers in there, and that it's really about relationships and how they should be. So wait up a minute, don't walk out that door. I've got something I want to say. I know I said I'd never say never again, but in this case I'm gonna say it anyway. Never say I love you if you don't really care. Never talk about your feelings if they're not really there. Never take me by the hand if you're gonna break my heart. Never say you'll be there and let us fall apart. Never look me in the eye if all you do is lie. Never say hello If you really mean goodbye, if you really mean forever, then say that you will try. But don't promise forever, 'cause forever makes me cry. Never say I love you if you don't really care. Never talk about your feelings if they're not really there. Never take me by the hand if you're gonna break my heart. Never say you'll be there and let us fall apart. If you look into a mirror, look deep into your eyes, then you will remember the words that made you cry. Just remember that I love you, I probably always will, until the day I die. Don't walk out that door. I've got something I wanna say.
Very nice. The next song that you have is I Don't Like It, But I Love You.
I know, that sounds cryptic, doesn't it?
I tell you,
there's this one guy that I didn't end up having a relationship with him, but he wanted to have a relationship with me, but he wanted to use me. And you know how that goes when somebody just wants to use you. I ended up filing a criminal trespass charge on him because he wouldn't leave me alone. Wow. But in the process came this inspired idea of, what if I fell in love with a jerk like that? Oh my gosh, can you believe what would happen? Yeah, so, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong place here. No, I'm in the right place. It is, there it is. Okay. And this song goes, I don't like it, but I love you. I wanna hurt you so bad, babe, but I hug you. I should rub you out and start somewhere new. I don't like it, but I love you. You took my money and you took off. I heard you bought you brand new. Right now you can't be caught. Baby, is that the way that you've been taught? I don't like it, oh no, but I love you. You stole my heart, yeah, could you give it back? Or give me yours? Oh no, but you don't want that. Baby, just give it up, give it up, give it up. Already know your heart is black. Well, I don't like it, but I love you. I don't like it, oh no, no, but I love you. I should hurt you so bad, baby, but I hug you. I should just let you go, let you go, let you go, and find someone new. I don't like it, oh no, but I love you. I don't like it, no, no, babe, but I love you.
I heard little tidbits of Joplin in there.
Yeah, it's funny too, because I didn't grow up with Janis Joplin, being that my mom sheltered us girls very much, and mostly singing as a child.
I'm going to get this mic back just a little. You're a little hot on the mic.
I tell you, probably am.
Hot on stage. There we go.
Yeah, everybody got to turn down that mic whenever they hear me.
These are condensers, and so you don't have to be in them. You can be back from them.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so as a child singing, we sang like religious events and family reunions, weddings, that sort of thing. And I really didn't know how to play an instrument, so we just did vocal stuff. And my mom was sheltering us pretty much from any of the, grown-up stuff in music. And she really didn't want us to get into the music business at all. Like she didn't want us to follow that dream at all. She wanted me to be in medical, and she wanted my sister to do something else. And I ended up getting a legal degree instead of going into music and marrying before, I ever learned an instrument or anything. And so, I had this, what was the next song that I was going to do? I can't remember.
You're going to be doing One Good Man.
Well, yeah, okay. So that's right. So, is there one good man in the house? Is there one at least?
There's at least at least 4 that I know of in here.
We got lots of good ones in here.
There have been a history of bad men in my life, but my father and my stepfather, I think, were 2 of the one good men in life, and they were both very good fathers, and they were both very good providers. And I was very blessed to be raised by both of them. And my stepfather being musically inclined, my father not being so, but I inherited my musical inclination from sort of both sides of the family. So I kind of got it bad, and I had to go into it anyways. So this song...
You got to do what you got to do.
I know, right? I wrote this 15 minutes in front of waiting for my kids to get on the school bus in the morning in the last year of my second marriage. So soon after this song, it no longer... the marriage didn't stick anymore. And you'll see why. This is kind of a funny song, and I started writing funny songs, and I have tons of funny songs that are funnier than this one that I haven't even gotten out there yet. And I'll just give you some hints, some names. One of them is Duct Tape Darlin'. Mm-hmm. The other one is Granny Got a Tramp Stamp. And this one's called One Good Man. So here we go. I'm a one-man woman, you're a two-timing man. I'm a one-man woman. I'm a one-man woman. I've had all that I can stand. I'm not a two-timing woman. I want one good man. I work, come home every night. You don't come home, you don't call, and you don't treat me right. Ask you where you've been, and you try to pick a fight. Well, honey, time is up, your ship has sailed, and you can go fly a kite. I'm a one-man woman, you're a two-timing man. One-man woman. I'm not a two-timing woman. I want one good man. where I would normally play like a harmonica or, let the lead guitar play. Just gives me a breath before I start going into the tongue twisters, All that time you wasted lying, you weren't working late. Out the door by 5 a.m. when work don't start till 8. Perfume you've been wearing says you've been out on a date. Well, honey, as you leave, don't get hit by the gate. Caught you fooling around with that hummingbird tattoo. You were gonna fool around while you picked someone I knew. You've been fooling around with that little jailbait too. You're just sick as a bug. What the heck is wrong with you? I'm a one-man woman, you're a two-timing man. I'm a one-man woman. I'm a one-man woman. I've had all that I can stand. I'm not a two-timing woman. I want one good man. It just don't work. Nah, honey, you're just a jerk. So I packed my bags. No, I packed your bags. Took them out with the trash. I'm a one-man woman, you're a two-timing man. I'm a one-man woman. I'm a one-man woman. I've had all that I can stand. I'm not a two-timing woman. I want one good man. Not a two-timing woman. I want one good man. I just want
Got a big voice.
Yes.
Big voice. Big voice.
You should hear that big voice when she stands up and can use her diaphragm.
Well, we'll have to do that sometime. Give Your Heart. Tell us about that song.
Yes, I felt like my first husband, even though I kind of grew up with him, held out his heart throughout the relationship. That one of the girls that we grew up with was probably his first choice. And this is kind of written about that, but this is kind of written about everybody's, heartbreaks in general. It's like... How do you give your heart away? How do you throw our love away? Saving the hurt for another day. Why do I need a heart anyway? Remember that first kiss that started all of this? You said that you could finally sleep. How could I be the one you wanted just for fun when I's the ones you're gonna keep? How do you give your heart away? How do you throw my love away? Saving the hurt for another day. Why do I need a heart anyway? You walk, although you said you'd never go. Hurts hurts me so bad you'll never know. Something has died down deep inside. Lower my eyes to cloak the pain I hide. Now my whole world is crashing down. Like a roll of thunder hit the ground. How do you give your heart away? How do you throw my love away? Saving the hurt for another day. Why do I need a heart anyway? Why do I need a heart anyway?
Nice.
Now that one I did right before I learned how to play guitar. And funny enough, I haven't been playing it that long because I kind of pulled it out of the dust. And when I learned how to play guitar, and I've only been playing guitar now for less than 2 years. So, you know, learning the guitar is still kind of difficult for me. But all my life I couldn't figure it out. And then all of a sudden 2 years ago.
But you're a writer and you use it to write with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I think everybody that's a writer starts. And
I
it just
started
gets
with
better and better and better and better.
Yeah, I started with the keys and I was just like pick. And then I actually wrote a lot of my songs on bass. And so I have like tons of songs that are not on that list for tonight that I wrote on bass, so I can just sit here and do the bass notes to you, you know. You know, and I learned bass before I learned how to play rhythm guitar, so.
There's a lot of people that wish they had, I think, too. You know? So start over again.
Okay, well, I had a bandmate, and it wasn't too long ago, it was about a couple of years ago, that he was in my Band of Gypsies. With a J. We call them BJs for short. They thought that was funny. No. So they were talking about getting merch that said, I love BJs. Yeah. I said, you know, it'd probably fly right off the shelf in the day that we live in. But he was going through a divorce. And he came and stayed out on my property. I have 5 acres, and I had a camper on the property. And came and stayed out in the camper for a little while. And then he quit the band, and he'd go back to where he came from, and then he'd come back again. I want to be in the band, and he kept and stayed out on the property for a little while. And he developed over time a real bad drinking problem. So I couldn't use him in the band anymore. But I asked him, I said to him, you know, I said, well, you know, are you divorced yet? And he says, oh no, we've been going through divorce for like 5 years. And I said, how do you go through a divorce for 5 years? And he says, well, we keep getting back together. I told him, you know, there are other fish in the sea, right?
Yeah.
There are other fish in the sea. And I told him, I said, you know, it's actually beneficial if you just let go of it and start over again. You know, I know, but she's got my kids. And I'm like, I know, but either she's a fit mom that's capable of taking care of the kids, and then, you know, you can just be part of their life, or she's not a fit mom. You got to decide. You got to come to that decision and just start over. Just figure out what you got to do. And that's where this song came from. So it's Hey there, why you look so sad? Know you were the best love she's ever had. Look, I don't want to see you cry. Let me comfort you, wipe those tears from your eyes. This ain't the last time, baby. You know this ain't the end. You don't want to fall apart today. You can't start over again. Start over again. Start over again. Look, you still got some things to do. Take a good look in the mirror, babe, and let's figure out you. Life's too short to cry all the time. One day we'll be standing here, then things change on a dime. I know she told you goodbye, and you don't understand why. But baby, you're not gonna die. No, you just gotta change your mind and just start from the finish and start over again. Start over again. You can start over. Start over again. I know she told you goodbye. You don't understand why. But baby, you're not gonna die. You just gotta change your mind and just start from the finish. I said just start from the finish. You gotta start from the finish and start over again. Start over again. You can start over. Start over again.
Good advice. Good advice. You have another song. It's called When Can I See You Again? Tell us how that came about.
Now, that was kind of a funny one. With my police officer husband, we housed almost my whole band at one point when I was starting a band. And he had a bass player come in to stay with us. And the bass player had a girlfriend that was local, and he would go out on the weekend and then come back in a couple of days. And one day he came back from seeing his girlfriend, takes a piece of paper, and he lays it right on the table. And he says, "Here." And I said, "What do you want me to do with that?" And me and Bradley Ray was sitting down on the floor playing with our guitars already. And I was playing bass, and he was playing guitar because I didn't know how to play guitar back then. And he said, "Well, you're the songwriter. You'll figure it out." And I looked at it, and it was just a poem. And the poem started, he had a good rhyme going. So I finished the poem out, added some verses, and then I said, guitar, Bradley. And, start out in G. And we wrote it in G, but I ended up singing it in A. And when I sang it back to him, this is kind of what it sounded like. Is You drove away with a tear on your face. I said I loved you, you smiled. After all was said, you left my place. You left me lost just like a child. When can I see you again? I'm lost without you. When can I kiss your skin? All I wanna do is see you again. My heart aches when you're far away. I'm strong but not strong enough. Thinking of us living this way, I'm just trying to be tough. So tell me, baby, when can I see you again? I'm lost without you. When can I kiss your skin? All I wanna do is see you again. Now, that song wasn't exactly sang like that in the beginning, see, because I sang that song in front of a bunch of guys that played a bunch of music at an open mic jam one night. And Keith McCoy told me, you know, if you just hold out that when, because it used to sound like just, when can I see you again? But he said, hold it out on the when. And if you know who Keith McCoy is, he's from a really prominent music family too, down south. And I thanked him for the information because he wanted to record that song, but we never did end up recording it there. We recorded in Sugar Hill. Holding you, kissing you, missing you. Tell me, all I wanna do is hold you. When can I see you again? Tell me, baby, when can I see you again? I'm lost without you. When can I kiss your skin? All I wanna do is lie there next to you. When can I see you again? All I wanna do is hold you. When can I see you again?
It's been fun having you down here tonight. You're going to take us out of the show with a song called Tock.
Now there's definitely
or
a
this
story.
part of the show. We're going to have another interview. This is going to be another part of the show. But this part of the show, this Tock sounds interesting.
Well, I tell you, I recorded that about mothers and grandmothers everywhere that have gone and put their kids through school and all that entails in the state of Texas, where we get penalized for them not going to school because of the school system having problems with money. But I recorded it in Nashville, and I will tell you the whole Nashville story later, but I recorded it with Jeff Huskins, and he's from the Little Texas Band, and he played keys. He's like the third keys player for the Little Texas Band, and he also played keys for Clint Black. I was trying to think of the Black brother because I'm friends with Brian Black, but his brother Clint Black, the famous one, is the one that he used to play keys for. And he became a producer on Music Row, and I'll tell you all about that story later. But this is one of the songs that is going to be coming out before we know it here, and it's called Tock. Get up, get dressed, coffee, you know the rest. We do it every day, it's always the same. Got gone, go to work, all the rest is just a blur. Carpools and PTAs, do you even know your name? Somewhere it's gotta gotta stop. Take some time, remove the block. Listen to your body clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock. Wake up, go again, give a smile, it's all pretend. You know you're just a girl living in a man's world, and you get to do it all again, and the vicious cycle never ends. Somewhere it's gotta stop. Take some time, remove the block. Listen to your body clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Living life to no end. You're dead, then you're alive again. Get up, go again. All the road to offend, 'cause boldness is the vibe you send. Wait, burn that bridge, mend that fence. Keep going till it don't make sense. Somewhere it's gotta stop. Take some time, remove the block. Listen to your body clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock.
I sure do want to thank you for coming down. I know y'all had a good drive. How far was it down?
From Lake Livingston,
yeah.
Houston area. It was a good
3 hours?
Four
really?
hours, yeah.
Wow.
The traffic, rough shower.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's on the easterly north side of Houston, so you have to cut across Houston to the 45 side, which is about an hour before you even head up.
Oh yeah.
So where do you come on to 45?
If you come up 45, it eventually turns into 37 and eventually comes to 287.
I mean, but when you hit 45, do you come over and hit Madisonville, or where do you?
Oh well, you'll go
Centerville,
down.
or?
You'll go down to Huntsville, and then
So it's Huntsville where you cut over.
Yeah, and you cut over at Huntsville.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
All right. Well, listen, it's been fun having you. Can't wait to get in there and mix this stuff. That's what I always get to do, and I want to also thank everybody that has to do with this show, the people that are here today, Bruce and Jean, and Barbara's not here today, and we miss
Gabby.
her. And Gabby's back in the back. Reno's not here today. He had to take his mom to the doctor, so we got a part of our staff out today. Either something having to do with doctors.
However, we have a wonderful listening audience out there on Facebook.
Yeah, we do.
And
worldwide on YouTube and
That's right.
at the website of inthemusicroom.com. But mainly, we've got tonight Jypsy Rose, and she was a hoot.
in the music room.
You are in the music room.